Welcome back to Thrifty Whiskey, where we drink whiskey that's easy on your wallet. Joyce, what are we drinking today?
Today you are drinking Kinsey Scotch Whiskey. While Scotch can only be produced in Scotland, Kinsey, an American distillery out of the Philadelphia area, has a history of importing the spirit as far back as 1964. This blended Scotch comes in at 86.8 proof and retails for $30. It can be purchased from Pennsylvania Libations and the Kinsey Distillery through the links below. Enjoy!
Thanks, Joyce. Let's dive in and see what you poured us.
I'm getting kind of like cornmeal mush.
I'm getting like a metallic note.
Yes. Yeah, like aluminum.
The note I'm getting from this whiskey, that metallic note, reminds me of the canned, like aluminum canned water that we had from Anheuser-Busch when we were doing Katrina relief. All right, getting past the
metallic, which is what I'm trying to do.
yeah, slight caramely note.
Yeah, very, very, very soft. I want to venture out of caramel and into maple.
I'm getting more caramel, but it is so light.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a taste. Hopefully that'll help the nose a little bit.
That is thick. A very thick mouthfeel.
Thick mouthfeel, but light
Light on the taste.
palate-wise.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I got like nothing on the palate. I got thickness. I got a little bit of that metallic, a bit more of the caramel.
That like had a burn for me.
Nope.
I do not think this is bourbon.
I'm getting a lot of corn.
Bourbon-y corn?
Just corn whiskey kind of corn. I don't think there's anything else out there like mellow corn, though, that would have me leaning into a corn whiskey direction.
Okay, that time was a little bit better.
Second sip.
Like the third, fourth sip. I think it was the third.
Definitely getting the sweetness, the caramel.
It's definitely very viscous.
It's very viscous, and it's... I don't want to say bland, but I do kind of want to say bland.
I feel like it's very one-directional.
Yes.
It's like It's got this one taste on it, but it doesn't have a lot of layers.
It's a sweet tone, and that's all you're going to get.
That's better.
I will say, putting the water in, I am seeing a lot of reaction there.
Gives it more of a floral note.
Yeah, I'm getting more notes. I'm getting more floral notes. I'm getting the caramel a little bit heavier. I actually do now agree with you. I'm getting more maple.
I'm so sticking with like a toffee.
Especially on the palate. Maple,
Oh, yeah.
leather, and tobacco.
Not as punchy on the palate now.
No.
But what do you expect?
And absolutely
I thought it was punchier on the palate now.
Absolutely no finish after adding.
Maybe not more punch.
It's leaving
Punchy isn't quite right.
It's leaving a bitterness on my tongue now.
See, now the finish is almost metallic for me, but I'm not getting that metallic note on the nose or the palate, just on the finish.
There's just this lingering bitterness on the top of my tongue right now. That just won't go away. We are ready to dive into ratings.
Okay, so on the nose, like Josh said, picked up a little bit of metallicness to it. Almost aluminy. Almost like aluminum. And I'm not really sure that I liked it all that much. I'm going 1.5. Palate, not much there. I got a little bit of corn. After adding water, I got some more notes on the palate, a little bit of leather, a little bit of tobacco. I'm going a 1 on that. And on the finish, I almost kind of found it non-existing. And after adding water, it was completely non-existent on the finish. I'm 1.5. I am not recommending this as a buy. I
did not find this inviting on the nose at all. That metallic note was a big turnoff for me. I'm giving it a 0.5 on the nose. On the palate, I will rate it with the water because it was substantially better with water. I'm going to give it a 2. It had a more complex group of notes on the palate that was far more enjoyable than without the water. And then the finish is also not great. I'm giving it a 0.5 on the finish as well because it was almost non-existent without the water, and then with the water it was just metallic and not great.
I didn't care for this whiskey either, but I think I liked it a little more than you guys. I'm giving the nose a 2. It had that metallic note. There was some sweeter notes there, a little bit of like caramel toffee or something. Going into the palate, I'm going to give it a 2 as well. Something that you guys did not say that I thought I got was peat, like a slight peaty taste, like a little smokiness maybe. Maybe not peat, maybe more like smokiness. Could be like barrel char maybe. It hit my tongue kind of sharply, like it was kind of sharp. It didn't really, it wasn't smooth. It was very viscous and oily. And then the finish, I'm giving a 1. I didn't find it to be that great. Like it was long with water. but kind of like almost just burny. When I added water, it just added left like a bitterness. So now we're gonna do guesses. What do you think this is? What do you think the proof is? What would you be willing to pay? And what do you think retail is?
I think this is an Irish proof. It's very light. I'm going to go bare minimum at 80. This was purchased at 14. I would pay 0. I would only drink it for free.
I also believe it's an Irish. I also believe it's 80. I think it's probably you picked it up for 18. And like Keith, I would not purchase this.
All right, let's go ahead and see what we are actually drinking today. So, one moment.
It's going to be something actually good.
All right, today we drank Kinsey's Blended Scotch. I was really hoping to like this. I will say this is the first time I've ever had this. Kinsey's is a distillery out of the Philadelphia area. They make usually bourbon and other American whiskeys, but they imported a Scotch and bottled it and sell it here currently in their store and in Pennsylvania Libations. And it is a blend of single malt and single grain whiskeys, and it does have some peat in it. So it is a peated blended Scotch.
So it was imported in casks?
No.
And bottled?
It was imported in totes.
Okay. It was imported, not bottled.
Yeah, correct. And bottled here.
For some reason, I thought that they had to bottle it in Scotland.
Only for single malt.
Oh, okay. That is the distinguishing factor.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so because it's blended, Scotland's like, oh, well, if you're going to blend it, sometimes people want to blend it over here. That's fine. But they still want to call it Scotch. That's fine too. But not single malt. Single malt has to be bottled in Scotland in order for it to be called single malt. Yeah, I was really hoping this would be good. They did the unfortunate thing and spelled whiskey with an E, whereas Scotch is spelled whiskey without the E. It is bottled at 43.4 proof or percent, so 86.8 proof. And in case you care, we have bottle 35.
How much is this normally, and how much did you pay for it?
This is usually 30. I paid 30. I do think, but it is a peated blended Scotch, so that does round out our 4 blended peated Scotches that we need for a peated Scotch brawl. Maybe we'll like it better then.
Maybe.
Until then,
Yeah, until then. May the winds of fortune sail you.
may you sail a gentle sea.
May it always be the other guy who says,
This drink's on me.